Hello and good evening, welcome back to 7th Gear Racing. Tonight it's Tier 2 action for you at Suzuka Circuit here in Japan, and making his proper commentary debut is Mr. Fresh. I've been joined by... How are you, sir?
Hi, I'm well.
And how many beers is that? You just cracked it.
Oh, please, I've already got a bad rap for this. But third.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, who's out first, running for the attention is that Muddy Warrior? It is.
Mr. Muddy Warrior in Williams, but we have a wet qualifying and apparently a wet race. We saw a wet race last week in Japan in Tier 1, which was fun, not for me, but a decent race. But Tier 2 round here, there's only been one race so far, 7GR, which was won by Paul, who's a Tier 3 driver now, but on the pole for that was Joel, who's returned from holiday and he's got some work to do in the championship, haven't he?
Well, Vaughan is capitalised quite well on him not being around. Here's the gap. 30 odd points.
It's about 49.
Oof.
Yeah, 49 points. Because Vaughan has won 3 races in a row. I was looking for quadruple tonight. It's going to be hard for a wet race. But I remember if Vaughan's any good in the wet weather conditions. Around Japan, it's going to be very tricky. No matter what.
Yeah, it's not a track that comes up much here. At least not since I've been here.
Well, the drivers get to vote their tracks, and obviously this is not a driver favourite, so to speak.
No.
On board Muddy Warrior, it's a fairly tidy S section, which is going to be the key in qualifying at least. Good lap time. Warrior looking good so far. We had 4 different pole sitters in all 4 races this season. Hasbo with its fine defender and Charlie. Vaughan has won 3 races in a row in the leader championship, and he hasn't even had a pole position this season yet. So, tells you Vaughan is in the race.
We'll have to wait and see, because he's one of 2 people that are in the pits. Everyone else is on the track.
I don't know if the conditions are going to improve in qualifying or get worse, but Warrior did his first lap, which was looking a fairly good lap. I'd imagine, what I do anyway, is fuel up for about 4 or 5 laps and just go for a few runs in the wet weather in qualifying.
Miller next.
Miller. Set a valor lap tonight and lay down a marker 39.7. About 10 seconds slower than you are in the dry. It goes in 46. Rhino's probably very good in qualifying. 38.9 for Rhino. The wet, we're probably looking for a low 138 maybe. Pole position in insert conditions. Is that Matt Fedge? No, it's Fizek. And his fellow Frenchman Case has been validated as well. So find someone who's next across the line. There's a few cars now going through the last chicane. First one is Hasbo. He's got a bit too much on the curb. It's cost him a few tenths. That would have probably been 39. So Charlie, the fine defender, goes P2.
Now comes Borney.
waiting for Fine Defender to go past. Junction leader is out, we'll keep an eye on him. We might do an on-board with him when he comes out. Yeah, I can hear that plane outside my house. And here comes Mr. Wednesday on board with him. He's got Fusion Gamer right behind him, as they call him, Mr. Wednesday.
We might have to start giving that name to Rhino at this point.
It's like Fusion Gamer's a decent lap because he's right on the tail. He's probably been impeded. Let's go to P8 and then Fusion Gamer jumps him immediately. But when it's only one race in 7GR, despite all them poles, I think he's on 8 pole positions. 7, sorry. He almost got his second win last week. Or that final, second from last corner at Silverstone where he got that time penalty to allow Vaughan the victory on the final lap. So most of these guys set a time now. We're going to go on board with Vaughan shortly for his lap. See Matt Vedge and Vizek, 2 Aston Martins up there. I think Matt Vedge likes this track, so on the watch, and it's a good camera angle I haven't seen before. So good lap from Dylan, who's reserving from tier 3. He's P8 at him. 39.9, not bad. Let's do an on-board with Vaughan, he just started his lap. So in the first corner, try and get the power down. And through his favourite section. Yes, he's going to try and get as close to the curves as you possibly can without touching them. That's your tier 1 driver rain, where you just go over every single curve and not somehow spin.
Oop, as Matt Vedge apparently did.
Kilmer's playing with the soft tyre there. I don't know if this drying up. I was just checking the delta. We'll go to Spoon now for Vaughan. Let's keep the power down. It's very tricky in these conditions. Let's come back in pits now, pretty much.
I always wonder why this backstreet doesn't have a DRS zone on it.
Yeah, it's very tricky to overtake Japan, even in the dry. That one DRS straight. Nearly invalidates his lap, but he keeps it, and it's going to be in the 40s, just about.
Top 10.
Goes P10. Fine Defender comes in. Look at that, beat Rhino by 3 milliseconds. Very close between those two. Could be drawing up still if we lose Dylan, where we lost him at the end of the S section. We got on the power too early up the hill. About to see on board with his teammate. There he is, part of right in the middle of the track.
He's definitely getting his pace back, is Dylan, on the wheel, but still spinning quite a bit.
It's definitely improving. Fusion Gamer getting out of the way. So it's fine for tier 3. No, so it's just Lenny and Muddy Warrior. Set a time yet. I'll let you on lap Vaughan. He's now on that lap, it looks like anyway. Yeah, Bashuka's back on the grid tonight. This is occasionally winner of the giveaway I did.
Hasbro's now on the soft also.
Oh, there we go, DRS enable, so it is drawing up.
Quick.
And how much time do we have? 7 minutes, so there's plenty of time for the track to dry up and get a good lap in on the softs.
Borden has slowed down.
Probably still just on the changeover point, no doubt.
Oh, Joel thought about the softs, but he's gone back in this.
You might not see anyone come out until the final couple of minutes when the track is at the best, most driest. With Fusion Gamer driving around with no wing, he's put it into the wall somewhere. Also, looks like Scotty has spun round, has he? Just facing the right way now. Spun again on those hot tyres, and now his wing has exploded. So, two Asian guys driving around, no wings at the minute. There you go, Scotty disqualified for going the wrong way. So he tries to turn around.
Well, that's not
Good old Coop. Yeah. So we should see times tumbled down.
We go with Matt Veg here because he actually is out on the soft right now. See, ooh,
Got him.
yeah. Right, just yeah.
I think Vaughan is about. Well, he said he was 4 tenths up, but he decides to come into the pit because time will be running out to get some good laps in. So who is? Yeah, so it's only Matt Veg is the only person else at the minute on dry tyres. I think everyone else is just waiting. Track to dry up even more. Stay on board with Matt Veg for this lap then, let's see how much he can improve. He's currently P5, 39.6. I'll find a whole second to Rhino, who actually reclaimed P1 there. Didn't even see that happen.
Oh, I missed that. Must have been when
As far as
Scotty
was
was
trying to find.
spinning.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Supposed to be doing alright on the softs.
Yeah, we'll see as he crosses the sector 1 line, see how much time he's gained just through there. We go 1.6 seconds, so that tells you that a lot of time to be found. Bashuka is the next one out on dries. Oh, but Matt Veg on the power a little bit too early. Lost the rear. May have got damage, probably just very slight. Yeah, everyone else just waiting. It's going to be a very busy last couple of minutes, I think. So we're on board with Bashuka then, let's see if he can get a good lap on the dries. Just a little couple of patches, damp patches on the track. Give it. Bashuka DRS is enabled.
See if he makes the same
Does
mistake.
Joel come back out on the inters? Looks like he's
Yes, he has. He did switch to softs a little while ago and then went back on them. I feel like that's the wrong move there, John. But, oh no, he's in the pits now.
made a mistake. Who's that on the side of the road? That is Isaac. Is that lap just getting out of the way? Everyone out now, pretty much. 2 or just under 3 minutes to go. So much more grip now. Bashuka flying around this track. Almost definitely we'll put it on original pole. As long as it doesn't validate or spin.
Get held back by this track.
You get away Okay, someone's warmed the tyres up in front, probably not aware. It's Hasbro. Oh, that was lucky.
That's one for the stewards, which is me.
Hasbro, Bashuka ran wide. Charlie now getting away.
He's kept his lap there. I reckon it will still be good enough.
Affecting there, but
Yeah.
we go 33.5.
There's the difference.
Yeah,
And as we see Joel come out right next to him, finally on the softs.
Joel's got to get a move on as well. There's about 10 seconds to spare probably when he gets round.
It's a bit close.
So we're probably looking, dry time around here is about 28 roughly. 28.6 is the pole record set by Joel a few seasons ago. In tier 2 anyway. To just change my batteries quickly.
On board with Borny here. Let's see if he can get that pole, which he's going to need. It's going to look like Joel isn't going to make it.
We'll have to see. There's still a minute to get round. I think he'll be just about getting there in time, as long as you don't have to get out of the way for anybody. So here comes Vaughan in. And it's 31.5. Next will be the McLaren on Lenny, who's come out on the inters, and that's got to be a mistake, and you see binned it into the wall, going into the pits. Lenny will be at the back, joining Scotty. Unfortunately, Killer Miller goes in with 31.1. There's a few cars now across the line, we're going to see that all the change. Charlie goes in with 30.7. That's a bit more like it.
Joel's made it.
Conditions improve. And Hasbro goes boost on pole. See what's changed a lot. Bashuka next across the line, he's on a slow one. He's going again. Next is starting a lap, so Fizek on board with him. Just started a lap, so Kays and Muddy Warrior are done. Fine Defender goes in with 30.2 provisional pole. He is done, so can anyone beat him? Muddy Porter next across the line, down in 16th. Goes up to 7th. Next is a Red Bull. Kay's teammate Rhino. Nope, that's Kay's AI going around, sorry. Next is a Ferrari then, is that Vaughan? It is, but he's done for the day. P5 only as things stand. Next is Poe in the Haas. Serving last minute. He's 7 seconds up on his time.
Joel's 8.2 seconds up on his. So let's see where that puts him.
Poe goes P2.
Nice one. Let's remove him from
A couple cars across the line now. There goes Rhino, and then
Rhino
Charlie beats him.
Oh, Charlie. Across the line comes Joel. P3.
Hasbro P4. Killerman next. Validated Bashuk as he improved his time. He's going to improve. Only P8. Next is Fizek or Matt Veg. Matt Veg goes. There we go. P7. Fizek next. A bit wiggly at the last corner. Coughed him. But goes P3. That could have been very close to pole position. We didn't make that mistake. I think we are done, aren't we? Yes.
Bit of work for
Charlie,
Vaughan to
pole
do that.
position. For the second week in a row. Third race in Sunday. I did race last night in Tier 1. Tier 2 races, 2 poles. And quite exciting qualifying, lots of changing at the end there. As you said, lots of work to do from place.
Yep, he's going to have
There
to
we go.
pull out some pace on this one.
Would you like to run through the grid order for us today, Refresh?
SLR Charlie in P1. Rhino. I think we should dub the new Mr. Wednesday in P2. Isaac Joel, second row. Asbo, P5, Fine Defender. Ho in P7. Matt Veg, Killamilla, Bashuka, who got a little bit held up there on his fast lap. Runs off the top 10. Vaughan in 11th, which I'm pretty sure he was 8th from the last looks, hasn't he? Minutes, Podgy Porter, Dylan, who got spun out, and I can't scroll down, so I can't tell you the rest.
Yeah, Muddy Warrior, Feuding Gamer, Kays, Finley, and then Lenny and Scotty will be at the back of the grid.
Did Lenny go out?
He went back out on the Inters by mistake, I believe.
Oof.
Go at 20. Let's say. Well, it's a wet race, so only a couple of minutes. So, is it wet or is it Inters? Let's have a look. Oh, it's 4 wets, so it's going to be very, very tricky out there.
A lot of work.
Where did Poe end up actually? Because he P2 at one point. Done a P7, that's still a good lap from Poe. But yes, turn 1 is going to be hard. It's quite hard to get your braking point right in the dry, so...
One that did sort of surprise me a little bit there was Finley down in P18. Normally he shows quite a bit of pace.
Former Tier 2 champion. Hasn't been on the best of form this season. So far, I'm trying to find his name. Yeah, only 1 point, which was last week in Silverstone. 2 DNS and a miss early.
Bio in the Twitch chat reminding us that Finley carried him to a Tier 2 Constructors.
Yeah. By Skyrim tonight, he's got Dylan reserving for him in the Ferrari.
Oh, I wanted to watch the Rangers game.
Fair enough. Just looking at Ferrari leading the Constructors' Championship in this tier, 79 points. Sorry, the drivers. 84 points. 79 of them scored by Vaughan. So, by getting carried again for another Constructors. Now Williams in P2, which is Hasbo and Poley, who's not racing tonight. But with Vaughan down at P11, it's a good opportunity for Hasbo and Joel to close that gap. But it is a full wet race here. I don't think it's going to dry up. Or hasn't seen heard anything else.
I hope it does. That makes it very interesting.
Do like the changing of conditions. Let's see if anyone gambled. No, everyone on the full wets. Sometimes you might see a gamble on the Inters if it's going to go light range very soon. But it looks like it's probably going to be a full wet race, and probably Scotty, Lenny, those guys at the back, probably not the worst thing starting at the back. They can just take turn 1 and 2 very easy and just watch some chaos unfold in front of them. One's 11 is slap bang in the middle. Just got to be careful. Can still have issues with Bobby.
As is always the case, turn 1 will be, well, might for once not actually be the most risky part with those S's and the hairpin. The rain as well.
Yeah, we see Bashuka doing some drifting here. Getting those tyres warm.
Knows everything about these cars. He builds them.
Yeah. once again enjoying the lobby. Same as every week now, ever since that update. This game's been unplayable.
Yep.
People disconnecting every 5 seconds.
It's like a bit more than a 10-car space there. We should do. It's might have caught up.
I was doing some drifting there, don't know if he nearly spun it.
I have a terrible feeling I'm going to have so many clips to look at after this. Well,
Nah, it'll be alright.
yeah, I'll make
Maybe
Pete do it.
turn one. Yeah, make Pete do it in this week for tier 2. Hopefully be a clean race, or we'll see what happens. I wonder who that was in this Twitch chat's bio. I was like reading it as like Ibioi or something like that.
Yeah.
There's no space, right? Here we go in 4. Start this Japanese Grand Prix. And Matt Fetch gets a drive-through, jumps to start. Go up to P1. Up drive-through, and there's chaos already.
Oh!
People have got bad traction.
Asbo, Fizek and Rhino were caught up in something there.
Yeah, I don't know, well, obviously someone's had a very, very bad start and lost it under traction. Someone's just gone flying off, that's Poe on the S's. This is high fuel in the cars, especially the first few laps, so it'll be tough going around here. Mighty Warrior's had a fantastic start, up 8 places. He's going for the move on Vaughan, who's also had a very good start. He's up to 6th already. There is, well, Matt Veg in the lead, but he has that drive through, of course. So Charlie is the leader. Joel going to somehow find himself in P4. Defender next. Warrior. Back of Vaughan, Bashuka next. Point Porter had a very good start. Next K's, is he back in his car? Yes he is. Back field, as you say, Poe went off at S's, and Fisek tries to make a move around the inside. Poe might have damage. Ryan has been caught up. Some sort of shenanigans at the start here, so Matt Veg is going to take his drive through straight away.
Yes, and it is going to move on one, side by side, and around to the final corner.
So, every time I try and get like a good view of these overtakes, it gives me some crappy angle from the on board of the back wheel of the car or something. But there we go, Vaughan. Very bad exit out of turn 1, turn 2.
Now come under
Where he
attack
reclaims that position.
from Bashuka.
Bashuka very capable. It's tier 2 grid.
Why?
Jamie can't race full time.
Bio in the Twitch chat saying exactly what I was thinking. Not against Dan, as Fino always seems to have the bad luck.
He does, doesn't he? Mighty Warrior up to 10 places now. He's had a really good race. So actually Nick went straight to the back of Nick Point Defender. Raced himself slightly. Get a flag. That is K's. Having a spin out on the hairpin.
Not a good day for the Olympics so far.
Racing to be done. That is Lenny round, is it? No, it's Podgy Porter, sorry, in the Mercedes. There's a spun at Spoon.
Wow, he did that before I could even do the commentator's cast. I was about to say, but it is a good day so far for Mercedes. But I mean, I definitely wasn't about to say that.
And who was that? Then they get very close to the back of Fusion Gamer.
Warriors seems to have
Warriors on the
good
charge.
pace. Yeah.
Enjoying the wet conditions. There's still SR Charlie in the lead. He's closely followed by Joel, who's desperate to make up some points in the championship, but Vaughan is still P6, so he's doing well. Is Vaughan as well. Okay, Rudy S is going to be very hard to overtake. It's all about consistency and keeping the mistakes very low. Rhino has it all pitted on new wings, it looks like. They are pit stop behind. Matt Veg is only 2 seconds behind the pack, so despite that drive through, has reduced Dylan. Same place, no sorry, it's at the hairpin. VSC. What's happening at K's? Then he overtook Lenny underneath the safety car.
Virtual safety car.
Yeah. Poor Dylan. Car has now disappeared. It should be ending shortly, and if it is right now, Charlie's got a very good getaway.
Doesn't.
He's got to be very careful. Turn 1. So right down probably. Go. Gap is now closed. Very cautious in the wet. VSC Delta just drops very suddenly.
Ooh.
A very long one, isn't it?
There we go.
We're off again.
It
Doesn't
wasn't
go out
ideal
that time.
pass to Joel there.
Rhino, last corner.
It just gets wet.
Another DNF. His tier 1 form has been so much better than his tier 2 form. Podium and a P4 last night, I think, in Australia. And he's only finished a P4. This is only point scoring. Yeah, last week was P4 in Silverstone for Rhino. That's his only point scoring race.
Right on the back final. Seems like a very good pace. Here he goes for the move along the back straight. Find it at the back start of it.
Just avoid the collision, but he's going to try and fight back, is he? Try and get a good camera angle.
I'm just sat in the cockpit and looking backwards. I'm not trusting the cameras anymore. Let's see how quickly that gap to Kilmanella goes.
Yeah, I think Killerman likes this track, if I remember he did quite well last time. That's Finley, looks like he's making a move on 5 seconds. He backs out at last second. Could still go for it.
Look at
Wait a
the
minute.
pace of Monty Warrior. He's caught up to him already.
Yellow flag, that is Matt Veg. Having a spin. The curb most likely at tail. Yeah, we'll stand board Muddy Boy for this lap. Let's see. Definitely showing the most pace so far.
Goes a little bit wide there. Uses a little bit of grip. That's the ERS. Kilmanella's got a lot of ERS to play with.
Another yellow flag. Nope, it's just a glitch. Because Buddy Boy made a move on the other Alfa Romeo this corner.
Patience.
This time.
On lap 5.
As usual, always ERS's lap day, so he won't have a good run going into turn 1.
Ooh.
Saying that. There we go. As soon as one defender just behind gets as fast as lap, so he's just following. Muddy Boy goes for the inside.
Ooh.
There's contact. There's
A lot of
they're like hooked onto each other.
Miller basically mounted Buddy Warrior's car there. I was in the view of Fine Defender, it was quite a good angle.
Yeah. Also, as well, that was very weird. They just like merged together. And
They became one. That is very unfortunate for Buddy Warrior, but it doesn't have damage, which I don't think he would from there. Well, maybe side pod damage. I'm sure he won't wasting time getting back out there.
especially keeps his head and just carries on going.
The rain doesn't seem to be subsiding, but then he blinked and it was gone in qualifying, so anything can happen. We don't know if it's fully wet or not. All the way through.
So here goes.
So if it does dry up and goes on inners, that could be telling. Oh, and Fusion Gamer is spun out on the hairpin.
When he gets stuck on the wall, it's just poking out a little bit. I was going to say, minutes all the way back of Bashuka. He's looking to get past. Full tank of ERS to burn.
My yes, Mr. Wednesday.
Having a decent race so far though. 7. Only more 3.8 seconds behind these two.
Ooh, I've seen that.
Have a look at that. This fine defender now back of his teammate. So,
Just Matt Veg and Winnett head hot under fuel. It's only been a VSC so far, so we see much then fuel. It's a tactic I often go for, and we sometimes back.
they should be fine in the wrecks. They'll be coasting quite a lot, and then we go team orders there from Alfa Romeo. Front defender goes past Killer Miller. Good teamwork.
One is slowly closing the
Defender.
gap to the two Alfa Romeos. Charlie and Joe not really pulling away.
The gap staying roughly the same. Looks to me the rain has slightly let off.
Yeah, it's brighter.
So we could see some soon.
Interesting to see if Muddy Warrior is as good as good on the inters as he has been on the wets. His time is coming down slowly.
Yeah, about a second from last lap, so yeah, very interesting to see if he made a challenge for the lead.
Danny and Scotty and V11 and 12 both have 8 places. My lad just had a little meltdown, but I don't know, Scotty's Scotty made a mistake, I didn't see that.
So we had checked the leader for a little while. So Charlie, 1.4 second in the lead. Joel behind. Matt Veg gets the first penalty of the night. The fine defender has really closed the gap to the leader, so he's watching it.
One sticking with Killer Miller. I think Killer Miller has just lost it a little bit. He's regained his ERS after that battle. Maybe there is some hidden damage in there because he doesn't seem to be as fast as he was.
No, we saw that contact earlier with Someone spun off actually. Back to that in a sec. Fusion Gamer's gone again in the S's. Like said, he didn't like this track, so surprising. Enjoying himself out there. Front five now are all bunched up. How's that happened? I've never seen that before.
Not that it matters because it's wet, but Joel has fallen out.
Yeah.
Well, it's now over a second.
Podgy's round as well. Podgy's on the inters as well. So, yeah, Podgy's the only person on the inters, but he has just spun round. So, we're not ready yet. And Killamilla just went on board. Killamilla, then he thought about going to the pits or made a mistake.
Joel losing quite a bit of ground to Charlie now.
Yeah, it seems to keep going up and down.
Charlie with a 100% battery. No one has really used all of it.
Okay, Muddy War is now on the back of Win It, so taken 3 seconds out, or only 4 seconds since that spin. So we could even see him passes these two fairly quickly. He'll be right back where he was.
Go with Vaughan on this one because he's about within range now. Coming on. Oh, never mind. The defender is right on the back of Joel. So if I sit with him, I can work both.
It is the battle for the top 5, and then we have Ashoka 4 seconds behind. And the battle for P6.
One defender using the ERS. We get close enough this time around.
It's definitely. It looks like there's definitely more good back there. Cause flying through there, Swan defender went for a bit of a dive down the inside, but he's got a very good exit here. Makes a little attack as he tries to get control, and he's going to be into P2. John slots in behind. Showing some good pace. This track's improving. Just see how confident they were on that last bend. That Fedge into the pits, has he got damage, or is he just going to go try and go on from that Fedge? You should see, keep an eye on Delta. Podgy Porter's closing the gap to Fusion Gamer. Poe has also come in. So looks like the changeover point is close. And it's a front 5 bunch up once more. It's going to be interesting who will blink first if it is going into weather.
Definitely brighter.
Yeah. There's an opportunity for Fine Defender, Joel, Killer, Vaughan to maybe go for the undercut. Ashuka gets a 3-second high belly. But that gap is rapidly coming down from Podgy Porter to Gamer. So that suggests that it... Oh, to say that, Podgy Porter made some mistake. Goes into the wall, but that time was coming down pretty rapidly.
This will like go shake going into the pits though.
Make a bit behind maybe. There's Money Warrior. Like he was going to go for the move there on Willett's accident. See two cars that are stuck behind Bashuka. And Money Warrior so much cleaner through the S's.
The gap
Another good run, but
between P1 and 2 is coming down. Not drastically, but slowly.
let's go to the hairpin. Pushing Killamilla along. Killamilla pushing Joel along. Hasbro coming in pits, he's put on the inters now. Down the 15th. Unfortunate. Stood for him. These guys are back near the safety car. So Podgy did get wing damage from that mistake earlier on.
Don't worry, Podgy, it's only Spa tomorrow. Another nice, long, hard track that will probably rain.
Yep. Get some practice in.
And I hope it does.
Oh, is that Killamilla going for the move? Yep, he's getting very close.
Oh,
He goes with
he's making his own corners now.
Very wheelie on the exit. Goes to the inside to defend from Killamilla. Killamilla does have a decent run.
One last off. Let's get
Getting slightly squeezed here by Joel. Killamilla won't enjoy that. Phantom in the flag, but smart. And there we go, Muddy Warrior. Must have missed that one. He's overtaken Winnets and Bashuka.
That's impressive.
Now he can close that 5.5 second gap to the top 5, which we saw early on. Matt Fez sets the fastest lap on the inters, so looks like the inters are the tyre to go for. As we approach halfway of this race. It's halfway just yet. Get it? So these guys will see that fastest lap being posted and that might prompt them to pit. Muddy Warrior picks a 3 second, that's going to hurt him.
I think they're all crossing their fingers and hoping safety at this point, but given how scattered half the grid is, I didn't see that really happening. Unless it's one of the lower wet runners, stay on it for just a little bit too long.
Well, here we go, leaders in, fine defenders in. Jeff's given
They're all in.
a green light, it looks like. So that was perhaps an opportunity missed for those guys behind. It's fine defender. Sorry. See, we jumped him in the pits, but just past this pit box. So we go the inters. Yeah, opportunity missed for me for those guys behind. Could have gone for the undercut. Muddy Warrior's made a big mistake here. He's got to change his strategy. And he's come back out on the wets. So, Muddy Warrior, probably the fastest man on the track. A bit unlucky tonight. So it is as you were, top actually Killamilla was ahead of Vaughan, I believe. This looks like Killamilla getting double stacked. His teammate lost a few tenths. Vaughan has managed to jump Killamilla in the pits. The track improving now, we should see taken.
Yeah, but the wets are done. It was very evident there.
Yeah, I feel bad for Muddy Warrior. Killamilla gets a 3 seconds, so both Alpha Males in the top 5 now. Got penalties. In terms of being in the top 5, that's not going to hurt them too much unless there's a safety car. It will hurt their podium chances.
Oh no!
Flagged, that's Muddy Warrior. next one is going to be a safety car, surely.
Ah,
There we go,
the
safety
wet
car
ones
is
have
out.
Just held on one well.
So this will bring the field back together, and I don't think Kay's actually in his car. Yeah, that will be all night.
Because everyone's already pit. I think the people that will be most happy about this safety car is, well, Vaughan, because there was quite a gap there between him and Joel after the pit stops. But there will definitely be winners and Matt Veg, because they'll get to save some fuel.
Yes.
When it's opting to not overtake the safety car. There he is.
Bit cautious. Top 5 as you were. Haven't really changed up the order. Safety car just brings everyone back together. We'll be here for a couple of laps because the field's fairly spread out. Still have
Oh, it's
17
32
drivers.
seconds behind Sky. So, yep. Pretty spread out.
Still have 17 drivers though, so last tier 1 race. It's quite a few early on. Myself. So they've done well to keep on track.
Oh,
Guess a penalty underneath the safety car.
very. Okay.
So from here, I think Fine Defender has probably shown most pace out of top 5, but Charlie has been fairly comfortable in the lead. He hasn't really been under threat. He's showing good pace. Killer Miller seems a bit on and off at times. Just once he finds that groove, he's good pace. Minutes back in this now as well. T9. Hasbro as well. We're not discounting him for a very good finish tonight. Our safety car has saved him. Interesting to see what happened at the start of that race. Who lost it on the traction. I think the most surprising thing about that start was it was only Rhino and Hasbro who got involved in that, considering they were like P3 or 4. They didn't take out any of the grid behind them.
I can't remember who appeared on that one.
It was Poe, Rhino and Hasbro.
Oh, yes.
Poe lost it by himself in the S's, so
Oh, hopefully it does that.
so we have from P12 caught up Poe, slowly catching the field. These guys actually got to get a move on because the safety car will almost definitely be in at the end of this lap.
With this,
He should catch up. Yeah.
how'd you work that one out?
Normally stays out one lap and then goes in the next. Whether the field's caught up or not.
I normally count 3.
See what the game does.
But well, they might
think-
catch it.
Looks like they will.
So we'll just agree to disagree and say that I'm right. I'll take this opportunity to refill my refreshment.
Crack open another one. So Poe is now caught up to the field. Hasbro next. And we'll have 3 stragglers at the back. Podgy, Fusion. I think Kays is actually holding these guys up. In AI, is he still? I think he is. Back behind, according to the game.
How are we looking? Still not caught up.
F. No, I don't think they are, to be fair. We'll see if the safe car will come in as they cross the line just now. No, it could be a late call as it might stay out another lap.
Told you.
Or has it only been out for 1 lap? Seems forever. So another lap then. You alright?
Right after that. Excuse me.
Allow Fusion Gamer and Porsche to catch them back.
Doesn't look like it's some softs.
No, I doubt it.
They've caught up.
So there we go. There we have, yep. So we have 10 laps of racing to go. Of this race to go. Charlie fairly comfortable in the lead so far. But now have a bit of a threat. Oh, who's that? Is that Winnets?
Oh,
Winnets. Spun it underneath the safety car at the hairpin from P7, and now he's going to be whole pit stop behind. And to be fair, I wouldn't be surprised we retired from the pits. But
just ends like the strikes.
game has just glitched slightly. They go back to, oh sorry, the K's. Thought the laps messed up, but it's just K's on lap 15. Everybody else on lap 17. Poor Winnets. So he'll be begging for another safety car, which is not unrealistic. Once you get one safety car, usually brings out some more. Feel back together. More incidents happen. So here we go. Charlie sends them now.
More
On a fender. Already on the attack. He's got the straight line speed. He might go for the inside. No, he's still there.
Maybe.
Charlie holds on.
Joel behind, just letting him out. Vaughan got a very poor start. He's got his bad things, managed to get right up. Coming on the back of him still, Lenny is the gap. And he's been quiet.
Yep, Lenny holding up the bottom half of the field. Poe trying to get past Scotty, his teammate. side by side almost, and they make contact, and they go Poe into the wall. Didn't stay. Well, for me, didn't stay on the inside enough. He did have the room, I think. As Podgy now goes for the move on Fusion Gamer, and there's contact there as well. Podgy with wing damage. We lose Matt Veg, and that could be another safety car. At the hairpin, that's another. There we go. I was saying, breeds another safety car. Minutes back in this now.
That's about overtaking 2 cars. Puts the position back, but then takes it back. Podgy, I'm sure the game is there. Well,
Sure,
win it,
don't worry.
but your wish.
Yeah,
Almost instantly.
I think that's the 4th or 5th car we've seen spin at that hairpin tonight. We lost Dylan there, and we lost Matt Veg there. And I think we lost Money Warrior there as well. Can't remember where I've already lost it, probably at the same place.
Well, Vaughan and Joel and Fun defend all the way through because Charlie was getting away. Okay. We don't in pits.
Wing damage? No, we just get refreshed tyres. That's a strange decision for me.
Yep.
Especially given how hard it is to overtake in Japan. Even in the dry it's hard to overtake, so
Yeah, it's a super fun.
it's a strange one for me. Promotes a few cars up. Isaac now in P6.
What was the track that got pinned? Did you?
I think it was Netherlands.
Okay.
Same as tier 3.
I wanted to keep that track. It's an interesting track. I'm not good at it. I can see why people don't like it. It's not what I would have about me.
What's happening here? Haven't seen one of those for a while. 5 second collision with Fusion Gamer. It's sorry, not teammate. Wonder what happened there. Looks like there's no damage that I can see.
I'm sure Vaughan will have learned from the last safety car restart. Interesting to see if Charlie does it again or if he makes it enough to catch them. But
3 cars to catch up. There's a set car now across that set to 3 line. No, it's not down on 1. Again, there's more shenanigans going on with Hasbro than for safety car. Not sure what's going on there.
he bugs me that Joel's name isn't capital J.
Yeah, he's changed it to Johnson and Gerard, hasn't he?
That's blown in the pits, so I guess he did have some damage.
Yep, so not a good race for Hasbro. At least, well, at the very least, he can get rid of that 5 seconds now and get a new wing and catch the back up. Loses a few places though. So we're going to have about 6 laps of racing when they come round. Any more safety cars?
No, no more. Don't do it again when it's...
Still anyone's race. We've got Fine Offender who looked very quick, but he's got that penalty. Charlie been in the lead for pretty pretty much every lap.
And it's just
He's
made
been
it.
in the lead every lap.
And I was downboard with one again. What he restart? Be interesting to see if Charlie does mix it up. No, I would, but I'm not often in this situation.
Tomorrow might be your chance.
It went well last time. At Spa.
It's been a strange week. I haven't won a race.
Well, I'll
do you
take
think
that as a
about
good luck charm.
Here we go. Charlie restarts us once again.
And
6
Vaughan
laps
again
of racing to
gets
come.
the best start there. Joel as well.
New
Defender
defender.
back here again, not quite as close as last time.
Finley
Will
got
carry
a
that
terrible
slipstream
result.
all the way around the turn. Mind you, he does have a penalty.
Yeah, so I don't think Charlie. Well, he wants to keep them behind as long as possible. Does want to go through and build that 3-second gap, but Fine Defender is going to be aggressive. Charlie will risk too much at this stage. Almost have made a mistake through the S's. He's lost a second there. Close that gap back up. Restart. Now Scotty. Here's the train. The Scotty train. So on board with the leader. As we look back from the Alpine. Doesn't look like the weather's going to change anytime soon. Only a few laps to go. We might see some late lunges as they try and make up positions. Joel, front three, breaking away a little bit. Once Fine Defender, Charlie start battling out. Vaughan will be right back in this killer as well. Isaac's got a good chance.
Joel with the fastest lap.
Oh, good result. Yeah, it's cool days, guys. 5 seconds, got about 3 seconds. That Bashuka round. Nope, just lost a couple of places. Hasbo up to Peeler. Charge, trying to make up for that. Safety car shenanigans. As Fine Defender going for the move, is he? For the lead. Round the outside, it's going to be very tight, and he smartly backs out of that. That was not going to end very well. He's stuck around there. Just opened the door for Joel.
Joel goes for the move. Fine Defender. Very nicely done. I just had a quick look. Joel is on 2 warnings. Vaughan only on 1. Obviously the Fine Defender with the forward penalty. I didn't look at Charlie, but
will like that.
I would assume that he's very low on the warnings. He seems to be pretty happy around here.
We'll be happy to see Joel behind him now. He comfortably held them off for all them laps. Fine Defenders under the attacks. Move didn't pay off and then loses the position. Joel.
You could say it wasn't
Vaughan's
very
looking to
fun.
get a podium. No. Joel sets the fastest lap for the 2nd lap in a row, and then Hasbro takes that. As he's right on the back of Fusion Gamer.
Our defender is disconnected. So Joel's just... Joel. My god! Vaughan was just drive straight. Well, really. Bit unfortunate.
Yeah, it's very crap for Fine Defender, but hopefully we can get back in before he loses too many places.
Can Vaughan close this gap? Doesn't really matter too much. No place between them. And Vaughan's lead, as Joel went off to sunny Spain, his lead will still be pretty commanding after this.
Yeah, he's just stayed out of trouble. Just made his way through the field. Hasway passes through the game of P10 into the points. But it looks like it is a 2-horse race now for the lead. Fine Defender is back in and he's down to P6. When he rejoined, now P7 because Finley is now taken.
And he did go taking 2, he didn't just drive through. Oh,
Now
Lenny!
Lenny's disconnected. This game is just unplayable.
Wait, has he? 'Cause
Yeah, Lenny's disconnected.
that's both.
Hasbro gets 3 seconds. I think Fine Defender's now back in his car. As the Delta has disappeared. Lenny has rejoined us. Still in P8, but he lost a bit of time.
The Fine Defender is currently thinking, why am I in P7?
Joel been stuck behind Charlie all race. He is sticking with him, he's putting the pressure on. He's happy with his P3, I think he's just settled now.
I can't tell you how far back, because I don't have any intervals.
It's about 1.5 seconds, I reckon.
People on the track,
Back there, getting the penalty. Hasbro gets past Lenny, just about. Up to P8 now, Hasbro. Yeah, decent cover drives, considering what's been happening.
Someone that
Yeah,
deserves a bit of
Vaughan's
attention
back.
here is Mr. Finley, who started in P18. He's always quite a quiet driver in style and by nature. He's in P6 right now with no penalties.
For good result. P4 maybe. Sideman's return. Front 2 still getting away from Vaughan.
Ah yes, but if Joel picks up that third and final what on he's nearly second position.
He's just got to try and put the pressure on Charlie just to force him into that mistake.
Charlie don't make mistakes. He's a cool head. I'm really testing my abilities to commentate his cursor. And I really hope it doesn't ignore Charlie and go straight for Finley. I feel rather bad.
Flysec trying to get involved in the battle with Caleb Miller. That is an on-track battle, with both having penalties, and as Fine Defender goes a little bit wide in the background there.
Those on softs. I mean,
I don't know
you're
what Bo's doing.
P14, so I suppose you know why not, but I don't think that's going to work
Still
out.
raining.
Let's have a little look.
Well, hopefully it doesn't cause safety car if he does spin off. Or you're too late for safety car now, but
In my experience, if you can still see the rain, thank God. Okay, but actually, that's a free place.
Still 7/10 gap to Charlie, but Joel's pushing really hard and it's just not coming off. He's nearly out of VRS. Charlie definitely in a more comfortable lap with the two.
I'd like to say Vaughan's probably pretty comfortable with P3 at this point, but they're all in a fight here and he's pretty screaming from all right now. Which is something that he does like to do. He has just drifted outside of the free sec.
Joel looking for a way through the S's, but there's no room, no gaps.
Finley is watching Battle of Kilomilla and Isaac. Does have now fine fender on the back of him. And let's check in with Poe and his this one. Oh yes, it looks like it's going. Yep. That is the driving of a man who has fought too many steps ahead. He nearly span out into the pit lane. Please do that against Mark. Anyway, one is truly outside of the 3 seconds. Now it's really much.
Yeah, it's just so hard to overtake around Japan, and just waiting for that guy ahead to make a mistake.
Especially over the DRS.
Yeah. So into the final lap we go, and Charlie is still in the lead. He's made his debut last week in Tier 2.
Well,
Picked up a podium.
we'll do what Premier League commentators do, and preemptively say you're man of the match. So who is your driver of the day?
I would have probably said what was it actually? I wonder if I picked someone 3 seconds. It's probably Finley. He's just made Finley of form.
I was gonna go Finley. He hasn't really had any attention today, but the number 81 driver started at the 18, have best qualifying, he stuck it out, been consistent. I don't even know, the Joel has just gone, and it's looking like he could be P4 here.
Yeah, Joel went for a bit of a desperate move, which he didn't really do as Hasbro now.
Now you'll be
He's
seeing
Finley for P6.
like a madman to try and bring that gap down below 3 seconds.
Well, he's got 68% ERS. He's probably regretting not to use that last lap.
We'll probably leave it on for the whole thing now. Joel is down to
He's got
4%, so this could
gonna
be
do
a
it, I
tense
think.
finish. No, don't turn it off. You're gone.
Yeah, why is he turning it off?
Yeah, it doesn't. Doesn't look like he's gonna. Oh! He's dropped below it. 2.9 seconds. Here we go.
Charlie comes home for the win.
Oh,
Vaughan,
he just turned
is
up.
he going to take it?
Oh, he's still
He
getting
takes it.
0.024 seconds. Finley does get 4. Yep, he was my driver today. Well done, Finley. Great drive. Vinny, I'm great today. Lenny in P. In P9, good drive from him. Winnets didn't really manage to bring it back in the end. P12. Unfortunate for Joel there. Great drive from Charlie. Really do a whole lot.
And every single lap of the race, I think, Charlie.
And Kilomilla gets P5 for trying to mount Muddy Warrior. Yes, I recorded it.
That would have been interesting to see what would happen if Money Warrior did get past Kilomilla, because he looked like he was on the charge that win this race.
Well, as Pete would say, if buts and maybes. A book that Lenny will soon be bringing out.
Yes, as Pete would say. Let's check on the football to see what's actually happening.
Right, this football.
Oh, it's 1-1.
We're playing.
Rangers.
Oh.
Hopefully that one goes to penalties, that'd be interesting.
I
Who are we
had
waiting for the
enough
finish?
penalties. Sorry?
Waiting for someone to finish this race. Poe? I think it's Poe. Not really sus.
Seems to be.
Yeah.
On his soft. He's still just making up his own track. 10 seconds! Well, okay. Hey, go on, Poe, give us a nice little donut. Or not.
There you go, there I did it.
And to that, Hey, look, the game grid.
Friendly driver of the day. So there we go. Charlie in his second tier 2 race picks up his first 7GR victory.
If you never see him
Leading
again,
every single lap of this
it's
race.
because all the tier 2 guys came together and pushed him into tier 1.
Now he is on the cusp. Racing him in another league. He's a very good driver.
Funny thing is, you were on
Hey,
the
do you
cusp
wanna
of
run
coming down,
down-
but you just wanted tier 1 race.
I know, but you say Vaughan and Joel won a tier 1 race also, so
It's true.
there is your final classifications for Japanese Grand Prix. What round am I? I can't remember. What round are we on? 5? Is
4.
it? Round 5?
4?
4? Nope, it's round 4.
Again, I'm always right.
There we go. Charlie is your winner. Vaughan picks up another podium. Joel returns with a P3. Finley P4. The best result of the season. Killer Miller. Good drive from him. Fizek 6th. Hasbro. Good recovery drive in the end to get
And
P7.
fastest lap.
Podgy. Lenny, who just messaged me saying he actually crossed the line in P7. Got dropped down, so I'll have a look at that. Fine Defender 10th. And then future gamer winners Scotty Bashuka, Poe, and then K's, Matt, Muddy, Rhino, and Dylan on your DNFs tonight.
I still can't scroll down.
Tomorrow, where we Spa, is it? In tier 3.
It is. I'm hoping for rain. I'm gonna get Pete to do the rain dance. Hopefully his foot is amended.
We might also have a new commentary duo for that one. We'll have to see.
Yep. So please tune in tomorrow to hear that mess, no doubt.
At the same time as you all, and we shall see you then. Hopefully, good night.
Bye bye.